Hey guys, what is happening? Thank you so much for joining in on tonight's webinar. I really appreciate you spending some time hanging out and hearing about the best side hustle that I have heard of to be part of leading in. So if you guys are jumping in live, drop a comment in the chat box. You'll be able to see and let us know where you're checking in live from, and also let us know if you can hear me and see me properly. Super important for what we're talking about tonight. What I'm going to be doing tonight is I'm actually going to try and share my screen so you guys can see a few slides that I've put together. Hopefully if I've done it right, you'll still be able to hear me. You might even be able to see me like up in the side here. If not, you'll see the slides and you'll be able to hear what I'm chatting about. But I really appreciate you guys coming through, and I hope that you stick around for about the next 20 minutes and hear out what I've got to speak about. So without further ado, let's dive into it. So let me just start sharing my screen. Here we go. All right. So the best side hustle to be part of leading into summer. It's truly amazing. We're starting to get that awesome time of the year, isn't it? And summer's amazing when we start to really look forward to getting to wind things back, get to settle down after a busy year. For a lot of us, you know, it comes to holiday time. The weekends are starting to warm up, so we're getting a little taste of it. But it's not until we step back from work for those few weeks that life really starts to get pretty exciting. I know for me, it's all about holidays. It's all about family. We've got Christmas there. It's really cool, right? I know a lot of people are starting to even look at going overseas for Christmas and stuff like that with their family, and that is so awesome to see. But this time of year also comes with a bit of stress, right? A lot of stress when it comes to planning holidays, trying to get time off work, trying to make sure you have enough money for the activities that you want to do, especially if you're a family and you got kiddies. It can get pretty expensive, right? Trying to keep up with everything that they want to do. And then add on top of that, you've got presents for your kids and your kids' friends and cousins and all those kinds of people. You've got outings. And then if you're like me, it's unpaid leave. See, I've owned my own carpentry business for about 8 years now. And while this has been great and a bit of a roller coaster of a ride, it's come with some challenges that have also, you know, it has its great things, but it also has its challenges, right? And Christmas, as I get closer and closer every year, I used to have this cloud hanging over my head starting to worry about money. So being self-employed, I don't get paid for that time that I have off work. In fact, you miss out on your pay in that period, and then you might not get paid for a couple of weeks after you get back working, and it can be damn stressful. Let me assure you of that. But the thing is that while being self-employed gives you the flexibility to work when you want, how you want, with whoever you want, and pick the jobs that you want to do, that no holiday pay is like the definite biggest drawback that we have. I often find myself getting jealous of friends of mine who have paid holidays and they're booking things and they've got annual leave saved up and they're talking about these amazing trips that they're going on. But just unfortunately, that's just not the reality for me. Time off means no pay. So I started to, like a few years ago, I decided I wanted to look into a second income, right? Another stream of money coming into my life, so that I could have the ability to do things that I really wanted to do. And would you not agree with me that a second income allowing you to do all bunches of cool stuff is super awesome, right? Like, who doesn't want extra money? It could be for anything. It could be for more holidays. It could help take that stress that I have from being away from work and not getting paid. It means more presents for the kids, more clothes, more activities, saying yes to more things, and not having to stress it so much about what your money is being spent on and where it's going, and always worrying about that damn bank account. But as I started to look into earning a second income, I started to get seriously worried. I started to doubt this decision because I was just like, oh, what have I got myself into? So I could always earn extra money in my current carpentry business that I got, stay a couple of hours at the end of the day, work a Saturday, and I'd stack up a few more hours and be able to charge out a bit more money. But the thing is, who has felt how hot it has been lately? It has been freaking hot. Like so, it's only going to get hotter, unfortunately. So the last thing you really want to do after an 8 hour or a 10-hour day is stay for a couple of extra hours and then a Saturday, and then this happens, and then get home and do your quoting and your invoicing. And it's often the last thing that's on your mind. Really, you want to get home and be able to spend that time with your family and friends, or get to the beach, or enjoy those evening occasions that we've got now with our long daylight savings. So I started to look into a few different ways that I could start earning money online, and blogging was one of the ones that I looked at. We've got travel blogs, fitness blogs, lifestyle blogs, and they all seem like great options. Like, you see people with travel blogs, and it looks like they're living the ultimate life, doesn't it? They're traveling around the world, they're getting to see places, hotels, write reviews, and it just seems like an ultimate way to live life. But the thing is that I soon found out being a blogger is really, really hard. I tried a small fitness blog on my own, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to write a whole bunch of blogs so I've got a few in the bank, and then I'll just add to it every now and then. And before I knew it, I worked my way through all of those blogs, and I had none left. And trying to keep up with writing and researching and speaking with people is really hard, and it just wasn't quite for me. So I started to look into other options. What about selling products online? Now, this seems like a super cool idea, being able to work online, sell products. I mean, how hard could it be? Like, all I've got to do is find a product to sell that's going to make me money, find a solid supplier, buy a product, build a website, get traffic to that website, and what the hell have I got myself into? Because that is literally how stressful and how hard that felt. It was like just one thing pegging me down after another, and it was just too hard. Like, everything that I feel, it really, really felt so hard. So what else could I do? Like, I spent a long time wondering this. I really did. And I'm a firm believer that if you put a desire out into the universe, and at the right moment in time, it will present itself, and the universe will put it there for you, for your taking. Can you agree with that? Like, you might see in your own life, you really wanted to change jobs or change career. And just at that moment, everything was right and everything was perfect, and that new job or career came into your life. Or it might be a relationship. You might open yourself up to the possibility of being in a new relationship, and all the things just seem to work. And then that relationship, that special person comes into your life. But it's the thing is that when that opportunity comes and is presented in front of us, it's up to us to take action on that, right? Because if that opportunity is out in front of us and we're not taking action on it, it'll just slip us by, and we'll be left behind and left in the same position we're in now, wondering what could have been. And I think that is the worst thing. Like, you regret the chances you didn't take in life. That is the cliche saying, but it's so damn true. Now, one day I want to tell you my story. See, one day I was at the gym, and I'd been going to this gym for a little while, and I'd seen a girl there a few times. We briefly chatted, but on this one particular day, we got chatting a little bit, and we're talking about life. We're talking about our fitness journeys. We're talking about work. We're talking about the visions for our future. And it was insane. Like, this girl just got where I was at. She got that I had a vision for where I wanted my life to go, and it's expensive, and we all know that. And I just was looking for a way to earn a second income. And that's when she said to me and started talking about what she was doing, that she was working on social media full time. Now, what rushed through my head was all those things I spoke about before, like, the bad thoughts about, like, I'm technologically retarded. I'm not really good with computers and the internet. I can't write blogs. I can't sell products. Like, what am I going to do? And I think she could pick up on that reservation that I had. And she said to me, don't worry, you don't need to be a tech guru. Like, you literally just need a smartphone or a laptop, and you're well and truly set to be in this business. You don't need to find a product. You don't need to buy a product. In fact, you don't even need to see, touch, or stock the product. And instantly I was starting to think, all right, things are starting to get a little bit easier here. Like, things are starting to weigh out as something that I could do. And then she said something, really special to me. And it was, she said that it's all about being you. See, I was worried that I needed to be this, social media icon with this big following, this ripped, big, muscular dude, or something like that to be involved in this business. But it wasn't that at all. It was literally about me being me and sharing my story, sharing my life, sharing about work, my fitness journey, and encouraging other people in that journey. See, that is the most powerful thing that you can do, right? We all know that from different aspects of our life, that when you're going through something and someone can say, I know where you're at, I've been there, it's comforting, right? And that is what this is all about. And then she said to me, she said, look, it may or may not be for you, but if you'd really like to check out what I'm doing, I'd happily send you some info. Check it out and let's have a chat. Now, who would have thought from that one conversation that 18 months I am planning to retire a carpentry business I've built for 8 years to work online full time while I start to travel and start to enjoy life, start to live life on my terms. See, I put it out into the universe that I want to change in my life, that I was open to that opportunity, and it presented itself, and I grabbed it by the horns and I went after it, and I went after it 100%. Now, at first I was worried. And don't get me wrong, I was skeptical. And I think that is just a natural attribute to have when you're looking into something new. You're naturally worried about what is this? What's going on? Especially if it's slightly unfamiliar territory, which working on social media was for me. Like, everyone posts on social media, everyone has that. But how do you change and make that a money-making machine for you? But see, what I found is that this business started to tick boxes for me. See, I could do this business from my phone or a laptop anywhere in the world. Anyone that's followed my journey knows that I love to travel, both in Australia and outside of Australia. And this business goes everywhere that I go. The other great thing is that I didn't have to worry about finishing work somewhere and then getting there to do work. I had that flexibility that it was on a phone. I didn't have set hours. I could work whenever I wanted to work. One of the best things is I got a mentor, someone who wanted to look after my best interest and help me and hold my hand through the whole journey. There's a great system to follow. See, this business has been around for 30 plus years. So there is a system of how it all works and what we can follow to do. One of my biggest passions is personal development, and that has really been brought about and grown through this business. And that's something that I continue to love to develop in my own life. And the other great thing is I instantly became part of a community of people from all walks of life, but people who all had that similar goal and similar aspiration to cheer other people on in what you're doing. Now, I got to work, and the thing is that this business it's not like a, it's not a get quick rich scheme. It's not a giveaway of money. You've actually got to do work, and that's what I did. I dove in head first, and I got to work. And tell me this: do you reckon that you appreciate something more if it's free or if it's something that you've worked for? It's the second option, right? Everything that we do feels better. And whether it's cooking dinner, our food will always taste better than anything else. If it's buying new clothes or being given new clothes, the ones you buy always feel better. If it's buying a new car or maybe a house, you'll always be able to love the place that you've bought yourself, because you can rationalize in your head all the hard work that's had to go in to achieve that result. So how does it all work? Now, let me ask you a question, right? Have you ever met someone that's, said to you, hey, I found this awesome band, right? They're really, really good. They've got this song and I have had it on repeat for the last forever. I love it to death. Have you ever had that happen to you? I have. And I think a lot of us have, especially in the day of iTunes and all those other music playing apps. But the thing is that it's not just that one band or that one song that really is where you finish, is it? Because if you find one, find another, and that might lead you to another band and another song and another band and another song, and so on and so forth. And see, that is exactly how this business works. So whether you're helping someone with their health or their well-being goals or earning some extra dollars, it's only natural, right, for that person to have when they've had a great experience, to want to share that with everyone else. And see, once they share that with a loved one or a friend, so the trend continues, that they share on and share on. And that's what we call the popcorn effect, where it just starts sprouting out from everywhere, and lots of people hear about what we're doing, and lots of people are encouraged and grow through that. See, the thing is that we work with the Juice Plus company, and we've been around, the company itself has been around for 30 plus years. And you can see why, just from that analogy, why our business is the largest in the world at what it does. And that is an awesome security that I have, knowing that what I'm doing is right. For a business to be around for 30 something years in the technological age that we're now in is absolutely amazing. And that gives me security and comfort in knowing that I'm in the right place with the right business. We work in the health and well-being space, and we have our own line of nutritional products. Now, studies today say that you should eat 8 to 10 servings of fruit and veg every day, but who honestly can say that they do that? Now, I know I definitely don't do that. But the great thing about our product is that they do what we call bridge the gap. They're not there to replace fruit and veg in your diet, but they're there to bridge the gap between what you do currently get into your diet and what you should get into your diet. Now, that is putting our body at the most ultimate position to work as efficiently as possible every single day. And as you can imagine, it's mind-blowing to see the lives of people changing around us from their body starting to work as efficiently as possible. But the thing is, you don't have to just take my word for it. I want to share an example of a friend of mine, Tess. Now, this is Tess, and this is what she wrote. It says, as an autoimmune disease sufferer, my list of health issues was always endless, with every aspect of my life being rocked by this nasty beast. And I honestly never thought I would be able to live the life I so badly would dream of. 18 months ago, I started taking my fruit and veggie and berry capsules after countless failed attempts to help improve my day-to-day living, which was significantly impacted by these serious health issues. My results have been phenomenal, and this girl is now symptom-free. No more hospital visits, no more missing out on the things I love, no more sick days, no more steroids, no more antibiotics, no more infections, and no more saying no to life. Now, how much of a great testimony is that? And the amazing thing is that Tess has now gone on at the age of 23 to reach, to reach the top of our company, and continues to share with people every day about her journey and encourage people in their own transformations and their own journey. When it comes to the business side of things, I want to tell you about Danielle. Now, Danielle was introduced to our business in the UK, where she was studying psychology, but working in a dead-end job in a call center, which she absolutely hated, but it paid the bills, but she just did not find it desirable and did not enjoy it. So I met Danielle earlier this year when she was out in Sydney for a few months, where she was just traveling around before she headed to Asia. The thing is that while she was here, she was working from her phone, while she explored, while she lived life to the fullest and filled her cup of enjoyment and enjoying her life every single day. Now, how awesome is that? And it's when I hear stories like this, it gets me excited for what my life could be and what my life is going to be in the future. See, how amazing is it going to be the day when I can finally retire that carpentry business and start to work online and encourage people on their fitness journeys and also on their wealth journeys, full time. Like, that's going to be an amazing day, right? No longer, stuck by the social confines of working a 9-to-5 job, being able to create my own day and my own future. Something that gets me excited. Now, there's a saying that always says that why you usually say you can't do something is the reason why you should do something. The reason why you say you can't do something is usually the reason why you should do something. Now, I wanted to share this webinar with you guys tonight and just take up about 20 minutes of your time to tell you about my journey and this amazing side hustle. Because I wanted to encourage you through my journey and through Tessa's journey and through Danielle's journey, because they're awesome, unique stories. But the thing is that this is where the question comes. See, if you're hearing all of this and it starts to resonate with you and you start to see that this could be something in your life, my question is, if not this, then what? Because if you let this opportunity slip you by, are you going to be in any different position next year to then what you are in now? See, if something like this could give you the life that you desire, the life of your dreams, then what is stopping you from saying, well, that should be yes on the slide, not stopping you from saying no, stopping you from saying yes. See, I'm excited to share this with you tonight. I'm looking for legends who are motivated, who have that desire to change their life. Maybe you're not happy with the current direction that your life is taking or where it's going, and you're looking to do something different. See, I think this is a massive deal, and that's why I've gone all in on it. When something's a massive deal and you go all in, that's when you really commit to making it happen.